Okay, use the information diagram and proof to fill in the blanks. Given triangle ABC undergoes a dilation transformation to create triangle ADE. Prove that triangle ABC is similar to triangle ADE. One thing that you could do is you could pull this up and duplicate the tab and pull it over to the sides and look for a similar proof. So show all. And let's see if we just have a similar diagram. This one looks pretty similar. It's not listed out like this, so it might be easier, instead of dissecting this paragraph proof, to just use context clues. We can use this as a reference if we want to later to see. So our options for A are dilations or transformations that preserve angle measures, or given, or definition of dilation. Okay, so I'm looking at the statements and I see that the measure of angle ADE equals the measure of angle B. So it's saying the measure of angle ADE equals the measure of angle B, and the measure of angle DEA is equal to the measure of angle C. Now you could also make sure you have key terms open and look at dilation, and it says a transformation that maps every point on a line segment to a corresponding point on a parallel segment if the center of dilation is not the segment and the scale factor does not equal 0. Okay, that does not talk about anything to do with angles, so that option, that definition of the dilation, is off the table because it's not talking about an angle. The next one is, in the given information, it just says it undergoes a dilation. That's what it says right there, dilation given. So it's not in the given. So that leaves us that dilations are transformations that preserve angle measures. That's something that is required to know about a dilation. So if you do not have that in your notes, I would add that in. Okay, so we had our angle. The next one is definition of congruent angles. Well, congruent angles means that they have the same measure. And if you look at your statement beforehand, it's talking about the measure of this angle equals the measure of this angle. So congruent angles, the definition is that they have to have the same measure. So I am using the context clues that these angles are going to be listed out with the congruent symbol for this next statement, combining these two pieces of information. So let's look for angle ADE is congruent to angle B. Angle ADE is congruent to angle B, and angle DEA is congruent to angle C. That follows, picks up pretty much these exact angles and just puts them with a congruent symbol, which is what the definition of congruent angles is. So now, for the last one, it says triangle ABC is similar to triangle ADE by blank. So the option is side angle side, angle angle, or definition of similarities. Well, there's not any side measurements so that we could see if they were proportional, so that one's off the table. This angle angle similarity postulate, we did prove two pairs of corresponding angles were congruent. We proved that angle ADE was congruent to angle B. We also proved that angle DEA is congruent to angle BCA. So that is the angle-angle similarity postulate, because you have two pairs of corresponding angles that are congruent. So that's how I would answer this question using the context clues provided.